What's up, bitches? You're watching Nerd Games.
Oh, hey, what's up, girl? You're watching Jeff Holiday.
No, just kidding. I hate nerds. They're the worst. Oh, they're so awful.
What? What? What did she just say?
And I hate nerds. They're the worst. Oh, they're so awful.
Oh. Okay. Shit. Well, if that's how it's gonna be, I guess this is gonna be a different kind of video. What's up, guys? Jeff Holiday here, and if you haven't noticed, the internet is full of BuzzFeed copycats. They are everywhere, and they're obnoxious. One of them is known as Seriously TV. Seriously TV is mostly only on Facebook. One of the reasons for this is because they've mastered the art of trying to be scandalous or, ooh, so edgy. 3 edgy, 5 me. A classic example of this would be with their only real hit, and that's men kissing men. I don't get it. Yeah, what's the big deal? A couple of dudes kissing. But as I was traversing through this cesspit of bullshit, clickbait, garbage, blah, I found this fucking terrible video.
So, there's a, pretty serious,
What the fuck is happening to her? Seriously, whoever edited this together, why would you go with this take? This isn't good. Before she starts rambling about it because it's an incoherent fucking mess, she's basically trying to make the argument that Link from The Legend of Zelda could be a girl.
So, there's a, pretty serious debate going on right now about whether Link from The Legend of Zelda should be a girl.
Now, this is a really dumb way to phrase it because there's a really easy answer for it. Link isn't a girl. He's just not. I mean, by the game, Link's a boy. So he couldn't be a girl. Now, if you wanted to gender bend him and make a different game, that might be something else. But we'll get to that. Because next, she includes this clip.
We don't need men to play male characters. We can get women and just swap them out inadvertently. Who cares if Link from the video game is one of the key roles is him going out to save the damsel in distress?
A bunch of jagoffs on the internet are pissed about it.
Bunch of jackoffs on the internet are pissed about it. Okay, so I don't know who this guy is. I have no idea, no frame of reference, no clue what his name is or what he does. I'm sure I could look up like his Twitter or something, but I don't care. Instead, I'm wondering why they included this kind of clip in there. Is this the best case scenario or the worst case scenario of people actually making this argument? Because as it shows later, the guy's video is kind of an incoherent mess of just really odd babbling about different gender stuff, and I don't know if the video is actually any good or not, but what they chose to include in it is weird. But also, if you're going to be making an argument and you start off with jack-offs on the internet, I think you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot already, because you started this video out basically castigating anybody who's a nerd, and now you're saying only jack-offs have a problem with the idea that Link should be a girl.
And that's just nuts, because I remember when we used to play Zelda, we were pretty sure Link was a girl.
It's interesting that you say that, because if you actually did play the original Legend of Zelda, in the game itself, Link is not really referred to as a guy or a girl, but it's inferred that he's a guy. But for the most part, the reason why it wasn't brought up is because back then, in the blossoming days of early Nintendo Entertainment System, gender wasn't an issue for video games. That was not even remotely in the conversation. They were more worried about the story or the mechanics of it, how the linear gameplay played out. It's only these days, when video games are just so much in the public consciousness, that we even give a shit about gender in video games. And why we even do then?
Okay, I guess when I really started playing Zelda, Link's gender was completely indiscernible.
Maybe by the game, sure, but if you happen to actually own the game and you look inside the booklet, it's kind of interesting because this is what you'll find. Found on the second page of the booklet for the original Nintendo Entertainment System, it reads as such. But wait, all was not lost. A young lad appeared. He skillfully drove off Ganon's henchmen and saved Impa from a fate worse than death. His name was Link. During his travels, he had come across Impa and Ganon's henchmen, and but told Link the whole story of the Princess Zelda and the evil Ganon. Imagine that. Male pronouns.
I can't even make out his nose, let alone what his gender is.
Why do you care what his fucking gender is? Who cares?
Oh my god, he doesn't even have a nose! course Link can be female.
Don't take feminism seriously. It's almost like a form of population control in essence. I mean, you need a man and a woman. A man who can assert his masculinity, which manifests in the form of an erection. And you need a woman who yields her femininity, which manifests in the form of a moist vagina that is receptive to a penis.
Okay, so two things happen in that video just then. We're gonna take them one at a time. First and foremost, she says this.
Of course Link can be female.
And then she follows it up with that guy starting to speak. Now, why she would choose to put this guy's rambling, weird statements about what masculinity and femininity represent or mean when it comes to copulation and breeding, I don't really know. There's no point to adding that clip onto, of course Link can be a girl. How does that validate your point? How does that help? How does that convince me that you're right? What the fuck? And as far as this guy, like, this is so out of context. I have no frame of reference for what this guy is even talking about. Is this the same video? Or is he moved on to like a totally different topic in the video? What is this shit? But it's clickbait, so I mean, what do you expect?
Penises come into vaginas, and literally, that is why Link can't be a girl. Duh, it makes sense.
Does that make sense to anybody else?
Oh my god, what a nerd. Bye, bitch!
So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'd know that I tend to really only call people names if they really, really deserve it. Snake oil salesmen that put children at danger, people who push dangerous ideologies that can get people hurt, that sort of thing. But to be totally honest with you, this girl is an asshole. She is an asshole. Where do you get off trying to shame an entire group of people because of something that they like to enjoy? That's a douchebag maneuver. Only shitty people do that. Seriously, if you're a nerd, or if you identify as a nerd or a geek or any kind of the subculture that enjoys the things in life that people might consider kind of nerdy, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a fucking nerd. Fuck yeah, I'm a nerd. I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons all the goddamn time. I enjoy all manner of different nerdy stuff. I used to paint little figurines and shit like that. I love video games. I love and worship comic books. They're fantastic. There's nothing wrong with nerd culture. There's this whole stigma that just doesn't actually work anymore. And it's like a throwback to like a decade ago, before nerd culture was like really cool to do and sort of hipsterish-y. And that's nerds are dumb and nerds are unwanted basement dwellers, mouth breather, blah 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 blah, stupid shit. And it doesn't make any sense. The truth of the matter is nerds can be just as successful as anybody else. Hey, I got a hot ass wife, I have a loving family, I'm actually very successful. I'm a nerd. Look on YouTube. You have tons of nerd channels, all dedicated to just the things that they love and they appreciate. Who is this person to randomly come about and try and just shit on anybody who identifies as a nerd? What exactly is her fucking problem? But here's the problem. It's not really her. Whoever this person is, I don't know why they hired her because she's terrible. But whoever this person is, it's mostly the fault of whatever the shit is called. Seriously TV. Seriously TV. It's the fault of Seriously TV, because they want to be catchy and BuzzFeedy and hey, click this link, 10 best ways to unfuck yourself. I'm so fucking tired of this kind of crap. Does this make any sense at all? If anything, all it does is hurt the argument whether or not Link could be a girl. Here's how I see it. Link is not a girl. Link's not a girl. But you want a strong female character in the Legend of Zelda series? Well, you're in luck. Zelda. Zelda is a strong character. When she gets kidnapped, the entire kingdom falls into ruin. And that's because she's a very successful ruler who is a benevolent force to her people, and without her, everything falls into chaos. That's pretty fucking strong. But if for some reason that's not enough, well, later on in this series, Zelda effectively turns into a fucking ninja named Sheik. Yeah. A ninja. But that's not good enough. No. We can't just have one strong female character. No, we need all the characters to be female, right? We need Link to be a girl. Link has to be a girl. Why? Gender something. So by making this argument that Link has to be a girl, you're basically shitting on one of the stronger female characters because she's not enough. How is she not enough? There are so many great, strong female characters out there. One of which is one of my favorite video games of all time, one of my favorite video game characters of all time, Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider series. If you haven't played the new Tomb Raiders, holy shit, dude. They're amazing. But hey, turnabout is fair play. If we have to gender bend Link, why don't we gender bend Lara Croft? I know, we'll call him Larry Croft. Yeah, that works. I have no idea what the fuck these people are on. I don't know what their problem is, but this was garbage. Just garbage. And if anybody tries to tell you should feel bad for the hobbies that you enjoy, the things that you're passionate about, you can tell them fuck off. Fuck off. Tell them I say fuck off. Fuck you. Don't be judging me because of the things that I enjoy. That's what makes me happy. You do that, you're an asshole. Fuck. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what I do, hit the like button, subscribe, share, do them all. Do them all! We'll do it live! What am I doing? You can always check out my Patreon because that would make you a superhero. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic, super geeky, awesome nerd time as much as you want. And you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. Be BuzzFeed, and there's actually a ton of wannabe BuzzFeeds all over the goddamn place, but this one is particularly obnoxious.